It's San Giacomo in the shotgun, sends Brandon Holloman in motion, so it's three wide receivers, far side. Handoff goes to Rob Holloman, brings it up the middle, across the 30 to the 40, and down at the 42-yard line. Biggest run of the afternoon for Holloman.
That was a great run, too. He was hit in the backfield, Sam, and then he just broke that tackle. I thought it was going to be a really big play, but he pretty much did that on his own. He was hit probably a yard in the backfield, broke off that tackle, and got a first down. So, you know, Holloman, this was probably his last drive of his career. He's hungry, too.
Holloman is a big play threat. They've kept him bottled up so far this afternoon. San Giacomo across the middle. Benzing makes the catch across the 45 and out to the 48-yard line.
Nice little hook pattern, just about a 5-yard little hook pattern. He went and then sat down where the inside linebacker vacated in his zone defense. Just a little 5-yard hook pattern, and he turned around and got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47. First downs on back-to-back plays for Central Connecticut. Clock continues to run, 1:35 to go. Three wide receivers bunched on the near side. San Giacomo takes the snap, throws it up the left, trying to find Cullen. Can't. Just out of his reach and incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 47 of St. Francis.
Some real pressure that time on San Giacomo, but that was actually a pretty good throw, just barely out of the reach of the receiver down the sideline. But he threw it in a safe place. If you're going to run that fade pattern, the one place that you want to be able to throw it is over the outside shoulder of the receiver, because if it's incomplete, it's just going to go out of bounds. You throw it short, that's when it starts getting dangerous and allows the defense to intercept the football.
San Giacomo again out of the shotgun. Two wide receivers near side, one to the far side left. They're going to hand it off to Holloman. Makes one man miss, brings it across midfield and into St. Francis territory. Then he's tackled at the 48-yard line, and now Central Connecticut is going to burn their second time out of the half with 1:21 to go, trailing 17-16 to St. Francis.
Nice run by Holloman. He broke 3 tackles on that play. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, hit again about a yard later by the linebacker, broke the tackle, and he's really hungry. I mean, he's playing with a lot of heart right now, and that was another great run. And he knows that they probably need to get about another 25 yards to be in field goal range, and that's all they need to do and all they need to focus on right now. They don't need that real big play, Sam. They just need to be able to find seams in the defense, continue to move the sticks. They still have one more timeout, and obviously every time there's a first down, the clock stops while they reset the chains, gives them some time to get a play in. And if you get first downs, you could always clock the ball out too. It's another way that you could stop the clock just by the quarterback taking a step back and throwing the ball down on the ground if you don't want to waste that last timeout if you're in a first down situation, so you can get the right play in there for the offense to be successful.
Here we go, 3rd and 5. Holloman will move in motion. Ball at the 48 of St. Francis. San Giacomo, the shotgun snap, drops straight back, throws to the left, has a man. It's Holmes making the catch at the 39-yard line and then shoved out of bounds. Clock will stop. First down, Blue Devils.
That was a real smart play by Holmes. Rotated to the inside. First of all, I always taught receivers, when you catch the ball, always rotate away from the defense towards the sideline, especially in that situation, so you could get out of bounds. He actually rotated to the inside, but then was smart enough to get back outside again to stop the clock. So Blue Devils in good field position right now at the 39-yard lines of the red flash, getting close to field goal range.
4 wide receivers set this time for Central Connecticut, 2 to either side. San Giacomo takes the snap, drops straight back, finds Holloman in the flat across the 35, inside the 30, up the sideline, and out of bounds at the 16, 17-yard line is where they're going to mark it. But the Blue Devils, just like that, they're in field goal range.
Now, they tried that play a couple times, and last time the defensive end got his hand in the throwing lane, that little flare, that's a really high percentage pass out in the flat to Holloman, and had some nice blocks downfield, and he just barely got pushed out of bounds. I thought he was going in to score. So right now they're in field goal position. Just got to be careful now that, you want to be smart with the football and keep trying to get the field, the high percentage passes and run plays.
This time they go to Brandon Holloman on the left, inside the 10, knocked out of bounds at the 6-yard line. So Rob Holloman for the big gain on the right. Then they swing it out to the left side to Brandon Holloman, and they're going to have 1st and goal with 1:01 to go. trailing by 1, 17-16. CCSU looking to snap their 6-game losing streak here in the final game of the 2014 campaign and also pick up their first conference win of the year.
They're in a good situation. Still have one timeout on the 5-yard line. You can run or throw the ball here. Certainly every time incomplete pass stops the clock, but that one timeout means a lot.
Handoff goes to Holloman straight up the middle, picks his way forward. He's not going to get into the end zone.
They need to save that timeout for the field goal. If they decide to go for the field goal, they do not want to call a timeout right now. When they call a timeout, it'll be the last time, Sam, and that's when they're going to go for the field goal to win the game. So they're going to have at least one more play here to try to get it in the end zone.
Second and goal from the 4. Steve, as San Giacomo takes a snap, hands it off. Holloman up the middle he goes, lowers his shoulder, and he's right on the doorstep. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Clock continues to run. 25 seconds to go. Let's see what Central does here. Still at that one timeout.
Try to get one more play in before timeout.
And now we're going to have a whistle, and is this going to be Central burning their timeout?
Or
maybe St. Francis called one, but we'll take a listen.
Wow.
And it is going to be St. Francis calling the timeout. So an interesting move there is with 19 seconds left, St. Francis calls a timeout.
I probably wouldn't have done that. Now you're going to give them 2 plays. They're going to try to run it in. I'd certainly rather try to score the touchdown running the football than having to take a chance of kicking the field goal, Sam. So instead of giving them probably 1 play, you know what I mean? They might have been a little bit disorganized on defense, but now you're giving them 2 plays. So they're going to be able to run the football, try to score, and if not, they're certainly going to call their timeout now and be able to have a chance to win the football game. So I'm not sure I would have done that. I think Central was probably, it looked like they were running out of time trying to get that play in. They were just about ready to call timeout themselves. I certainly would rather have them take the chance at trying to kick a field goal than give them another play to try to run it in. So we'll see what happens now. It's an exciting end to a game of 2 even teams, and it's been a really exciting finish here.
So just one wide receiver here for Central. They're on the doorstep, 3rd and goal from the 1. San Giacomo with the keeper up the middle.
A touchdown. Looks to me like a touchdown.
No call yet from the officials. They're going to come in.
Unless he put his knee
No signal.
down.
I thought his knee might have gone down, but he is in for the touchdown. Nick San Giacomo from 1 yard out with the QB sneak touchdown. And you know what, Steve? This has been at times a struggle this season for the Blue Devils. They get down 10-0 today, but what fight by them battling back, and now they take the lead with 11 seconds to go, 22.